Coach Zoe here, and this is going to be your high rep EMOM body weight workout. We're going to focus on muscular endurance, EMOM meaning every minute on the minute. So we're going to work for a minute at a time at each exercise with just a rest break at the end of the round. So let's get started off with our warm-up. We're not going to do anything impactful today, so let's keep our warm-up non-impact as well. But we are going to do a lot of movements since we're going to be doing high reps. So lots and lots and lots of work every minute of each interval. Good, and keep those arms up. Let's just touch elbow to knee. You won't need any equipment for this workout. And that muscular endurance, we're going to be focusing on strength-focused moves, but since we are not using weight, we're not going to keep the intensity high. We're going to focus on working for long bouts of time. And let's just step it back, reach those arms up. Just take time to warm up through the full body, all the major muscle groups. Good, and taking a wide step, cross your arms, open, and sink down to one side. So EMOM workouts are fun because you know you're gonna be switching after a minute. However, there's no transition time. So there's no time to dilly-dally in between. You gotta get to work right away. So I like doing these because they really force you to focus on your movements, work quickly but efficiently. Good. And let's just step back to a plank. Pull that belly in. We are going to be up and down today. So a little on the ground, a little on the feet. Keeping it pretty even. It is full body today. So we're going to hit upper body, lower body, core, all that fun stuff. I'll offer modifications along the way, but please adjust as you need to. Good. And let's step it up. We'll knock out a few squats. So again, we're going to work for 8 minutes straight in this workout. So we have 8 different moves that we're going to work for a minute each. Okay? Then we will have 1 minute to rest at the end. We're going to repeat 3 times. So we'll be alternating between upper body, lower body focus, just so that way you're not burning out one muscle group for too long. All right, quick shakeout, quick drink of water. There's no transition time, so I'll give you a quick demonstration right before we start the next interval. But we're gonna be on the floor for a high to low plank. So we're either on our feet or we're on our knees. Let's begin. Up high on the hands, then down low on the forearms. Notice, I'm trying to keep my back as flat as possible, focusing on stabilizing through the core, right? Again, anytime we're trying to stabilize and focus on that core strength, you want to draw the belly inwards, all right, to support the spine. So I know a minute is a long time to work through a plank. But you got this. Your heart rate will kick up, even though this is not a cardio workout, just because we are doing so many reps. Keep going. We're going to be on our feet next with a reverse lunge to a curtsy pulse and stand up. One leg only. Let's begin. So if you can't curtsy, just give me an extra pulse at the bottom. But otherwise, stepping back to the reverse, aside with the curtsy. Good. If you want to pulse those arms up as well. Again, we're staying on one side here. So I know it's tough. So we really want to burn out that glute and hamstring on just one leg. It does not need to be a big crossover, just a few inches. And again, if you cannot do that, just do an extra pulse at the bottom of your reverse lunge. We want to keep our spine nice and long, so make sure you're not rounding the upper back. We got 5 seconds, and we're going to do the same thing on the other leg. In 3, 2, 1, yeah. So first, don't remember life before you, that's fast. So I told you, again, getting a little bit of everything in. Muscular endurance starts to slowly build up that cardio. We're doing so many reps at a lighter intensity, so we work a little faster of major muscle groups. Right, more muscles are working at a time, the harder our heart has to work to provide that oxygen and blood to it. We're going to be on the ground next, focusing on the upper body next. In about 15 seconds, we'll be down with a push-up. When you come up, you'll reach up for a side plank. So if you need to use your knees, it'll look exactly the same. Keep going with your lunge to curtsy. I'll demonstrate here. So on the knees, 1 push-up, 1 side plank. Let's begin. 1 push-up, 1 side plank. Otherwise, you're on your feet. Push up, side plank. If even on the knees, that's too much, you can be in your 4 square. You can do low, high, reach, okay? But still turn that hip open. So we're here for a minute. That side plank is to kick in those obliques, but to give your arms just a bit of a break from the push-ups. Get a nice little pause at the top of your side plank. Hips high. 15 more seconds. Then we're on our feet for a 3 pulse squat. Almost there. Dropping down for 1, 2, 3, toes. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and toes. Again, notice I'm not bouncing, pulsing. So small movements, but under control. If I was bouncing, wouldn't be good for the muscles. It's not good for the joints. It's a little too erratic. You're gonna make your body work against you because it doesn't want to extend quickly without control. And get deep in your squat, you guys. Really challenge yourself here. 3 pulses, that's a little more time under tension. Squeeze your butt as you stand. We'll be back on the ground again for a bird dog, either on your knees or in a plank. Let's begin. So, right arm, left leg lifts up, left arm, right leg. Try not to twist and lose balance like I did to start. Belly in tight, deep breaths. So focus on that extension. Really lift the arm and leg as high as you can. Go slow and controlled. Woo. 10 seconds. Keep going here. We're gonna be on our side next for a clam lift. So bent knees, feet together, extend one leg, the top leg, and lift as you drive those hips up. Let's begin. We're gonna stay on one side, and then we'll switch, and then we'll break. So again, notice I'm lifting here, boom, as I raise the hips. If we want a little extra glute work, we can clamshell it open as well. So it's up to you. I know it's a little more uncomfortable to have those feet stacked. I'd say the more modified version is with that top leg extended. Boom. But even if you are not clamming the top leg, you're still getting that external rotation through the bottom, which is the main focus here. Notice I'm sitting my hips a little farther back behind my knees. So I'm extending forward and then externally rotating as well. Switch sides. Right to it. Then a bit of a break, so we're slowing it down just a little bit for the very end. Again, muscular endurance, so we want to work at a pace that allows us to get in high reps. Not so fast that you can't engage and activate properly, right? But it is body weight, so you're gonna need to work a little faster to up that intensity. The more cardio you want out of it, right, of course, the faster you can work, but again, not at the expense of your muscular endurance. Less than 10. Take it to the bell. 3, 2, 1, and done. On your feet, don't rest on the floor. Shake it out, woo! Okay, so 1 round done. We got 2 to go. Again, EMOM. I like this style when I want to focus on my endurance because it's no break. So again, at heart rate, you're not getting any time to slow it down, catch your breath. So you're going from one move to the next after a lot of reps. So usually your heart rate's not dropping down too much at all. Not a lot of explanation. Get some water if you need it. We're gonna go through it for round number 2. Short break, and then last one, best one. So just be ready to rock and roll. Again, modify however you need for today. For all of our groundwork, go on your knees if you need to, whether that's because of prenatal, postpartum reasons, or any injuries you're working against, or you're maybe just a little more beginner in the core. Get ready, high-low plank in 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Try to alternate which hand you step down with. And we want to be controlled here, so we don't want to be going so fast that our hips are doing all this twisting. Right? We're trying to stabilize against the changing levels. And of course, the faster you go, so find that happy medium, right? The more reps you can get in, a little more heart rate. So muscular endurance is not how much intensity, so like the weight, the size of the effort you have to put forth at each rep, rather than the length, right? The length you can endure for. So think sprinting versus running a marathon. On our feet for reverse lunge to curtsy in 3, 2, 1. Pick one on the side, stick to it. Reverse, curtsy, stand. One side. And notice when I stand back up, I'm barely touching with that back leg because I want to make sure that I'm really driving through this front one because this is what's getting the work. And again, just pulse in your reverse if you need to. If that curtsy is just no good on your knees or whatever reason you may be having. Maybe you can't cross over. Again, prenatal. Good. About 10 more seconds and we go right to the other side. No rest break. In 3, 2, 1, right to it. Back, over, and stand. Again, we're really trying to focus on driving through the heel so you can target your glutes, those outer hip muscles. It's everything that's going to help support your hips, keep them strong, as well as your knees. So if you're an athlete, you're working out a lot, maybe you do a lot of impact, a lot of running, or just a lot of variation of movements, that's just going to keep you healthy in your joints, that long-term success. We'll be back on the floor. Push-up to side plank. Everyone's favorite, I'm sure. Push-ups are my favorite. Make them your best friend. If not, they're so good for you. 3, 2, 1, right to it. No dilly-dally. Again, knees, you're here. You keep that bottom knee grounded. Straighten the top leg. Push up. Boom. Okay? So you still can get the best of both worlds regardless of the level. Deep breaths. Back on the feet again. Repulse squat. Finish strong. I know. You want to break sooner. Work to that bell. 3, 2, 1. On your feet. Let's go. So pulse for 1, 2, 3 on the toes. 1, 2, 3 on the toes. Notice I'm not crashing. I'm not moving fast. I'm moving controlled. Boom. You can be powerful on that way up. In fact, please do. Boom. Try to keep that chest as high as you can. So eyes up. Dig those heels in. 10 seconds. Almost there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the ground, bird dog. So either on your knees, right, in a square, in a tabletop, or even in a modified plank. Wherever you are, get started. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Even if that's too hard from a tabletop, you could do just the legs, then just the arms, okay? But either way, focus on that control. You wanna try to raise the arm and leg at the same rate. So you don't want the leg to be all the way in the air while your hand is barely left the ground. Almost there. 5 seconds. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Pick a side. Clam lifts. So keep the other modified with a straight leg. We're extending those hips and either clamming or just lifting the leg at the top. Even if that's too hard, you could just lift like so, okay? So I'll leave it up to you. This should be safe for pretty much everyone. We're sideways. If you're prenatal, you can kind of just hug the belly for a little support. That's what I used to do. Once I hit that 3rd trimester, there just wasn't the same kind of support there that I needed. I used to just kind of assist myself. Really squeeze your glutes when you open. Boom. Press those hips forward. Switching in 3, 2, 1. Switch it over. Let's go. Last interval. And then a rest break. Again, just adjust the bend in your hips and your feet as needed. You want to have enough room where you're pressing the hips forward as well as opening through the legs. "30 seconds left. This is the end of our second round. We only have one more after this. It goes quick. These are longer rounds, so there's not too many of them. So this workout goes pretty fast. 10 seconds left. Get every rep in. Every rep counts. Come on. Remember, it's endurance. 3, 2, 1, and rest. On your feet. No resting on the floor. Catch your breath. Get ready for our third and final round. Quick drink of water if you need it. All right, are you ready? Third round, best round? Last round, best round, I mean. All right, everything again, right? You're familiar at this point. You've done it 2 times. When I say it, you know it's coming. If you modify because of fitness level, maybe try that next one up. It's around the last one. All right, only if you think that you can handle it. It's just gonna be a hard push. I don't want anybody getting hurt. We got 10 seconds. So we're starting on the floor with that high to low plank. So get ready to rack and roll in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. So high low plank.
Like this, make it not like this, make it drop.
Again, remember your pointers here. You want to think about having a plate of food on your back. It's breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you're having after this. We're working hard. We don't want to lose that fuel afterwards. Stabilize through the core. Stay strong through those upper body, the arm, chest, back muscles. 10 seconds left. So we're on those feet.
One time like this, make it not like
3, 2, 1. Pick a side, any side. Let's go. Again, you're pulsing at the bottom if you're not curtseying. So same thing as that squat. If you're pulsing, you're still getting the benefit of a little more time under tension. When we do that curtsey, we're calling on those outer muscles a little more, but still focused on the glutes. So either way, you're not missing out. I want you to feel like if you're not doing it that way, you're not getting the same benefits. 15. 2, 1. Switch legs, right to it. Again, we're driving through that heel to stand. I'm just barely touching with that moving leg. So that way I'm focused on keeping all the weights, all the activation in that front side.
one time like this, make it not like
30 seconds.
not like this, make it drop.
Woo-hoo, let it burn. Almost there at 10. We'll be back on that ground for those push-ups. Yes, yes. Let's go. So again, need top leg comes up for that side plank. Otherwise, if you're on your feet, you're rotating the hips, pulling that belly in, pushing those hips to the ceiling, regardless of level, okay? So whether you're on your knees or you're on your feet, bring that little half beat at the top to really extend those hips up. Call those extra, oops, to call on to those oblique muscles. Almost there. 10. We'll be back on our feet after this. And then we'll only have one more plank exercise. Let's go. 3 pulse squat. So 1, 2, 3, toes. 1, 2, 3, and toes. Good. 20 seconds left. Get in those reps, come on. 1, 2, 3, boom, on the floor. Bird dog, whether we're on our knees or we're on our feet. Nice big extension. Trying to raise the arm and leg at the same pace. So they should both reach the top at the same time. Also, the decline as well. I know we lose our balance. It can be a little tricky. Woo! 15. Then we finish strong with those clams. 3, 2, 1. Pick a side, any side. Let's go. Stick with it again. Top leg can be straight. You can also lift it, or you can clam with both legs. Again, making sure that when you open the knees, really thrusting those hips forward as well. We're getting that external rotation by pressing the knees apart, and then we're getting that deeper glute activation by pressing forward. Core stabilization too, because we're elevated, right? Under side body. 15 more seconds. And then we do the other side. And then that's it, you're done. So finish strong. Deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. Right away. Let's go. Whew. Again, you guys, this is it. It's your last minute of work. Make sure you're still pushing that pace, but you're focusing on hitting all the right muscles. You want to get in a lot of reps. Good, about 20 seconds left. Woo! Feel those booty muscles whining a little bit. 10 seconds. Almost there. To the bell for 3, 2, 1, and rest. On your feet, we'll cool it down. Standing up. Very nice job. Let's do a couple little side body stretches as we work through our cool down. Very nice work today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're feeling good. Those muscles are fatigued. It's a nice switch up from doing all strength, all cardio. A little bit of best of both worlds here. If you enjoyed this workout, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, what you want to see, and if you enjoyed something in particular you want to let me know that you want to see it again. All right, I'll do my best to make it happen. And subscribe. That way every time I post a new workout, you'll be notified. I'll remind you, hey, you need to work out today. And you can join me. We'll stay fit together. Big step forward. Let's open up the hips, open up the chest. Woo! Switch it over. Excellent work though. And if you need to take a little extra time to stretch at the end of your workouts, please do. I have some full body stretch workouts, little 10-minute ones throughout my channel, so just look for them. But otherwise, you guys, that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. Till next time, stay strong, stay tough.